Ride Along. So it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess you call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell.
Ride Along live. I mean, yeah, it's a real deal.
Yeah, it's the real deal. Real deal. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ride Along Live for Thursday. Thursday on the ride. Affectionately called. I want to call it Bacchanal on Thursday. I don't like Bacchanal on Thursday at all. But it seems like Thursdays has been a different kind of day. Now, before we go on, I have to address a couple things. Right? Now, Ride Along is a variety style program, right? A variety style program, meaning that we cover all sorts of different topics. Sometimes we cover topics that deals and engage with health issues. We have politicians. We have a whole set of different things. It's a variety program. We talk about COVID. We bring you news, updates. It's a variety type program. So rest assured that sometime during your engagement with us, there might be topics that you may not like, that things that doesn't tickle your fancy. And because of that, you just don't want to watch that day. That's fine. I just wanted to say that because we promoted this program here today. And a few people started pounce on it already. So what? Why you can't talk about Corona? Look how much people dying from Corona. Why you can't talk about Corona? Why you can't talk about people dying from cancer? Why you can't give back to people? All of this stuff we do on a daily basis, guys. All of the things that was outlined, we do. We do all this stuff. Lacey J, how you doing? So I just want to touch on it. It's important that we touch on it. So there might be things that you may not like, and I completely understandable. If you don't like a particular topic, listen, you might like tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a great day for you. All right? So today, on Thursday, we have a program called Dear Ryders. Dear Ryders is all about engaging the community, engaging our viewership about what's happening in their life. So they write to us. You see my friend Anselm Douglas, the veteran musician extraordinaire. He's kind of my sidekick today. I like Anselm's point of view. So, you know, and you might see Anselm's face popping up a little more frequently on the program. Anselm, you hearing me good?
I'm hearing you loud and clear, my brother.
Nice. So, on Thursday, on our Dear Riders program, what we aim to do is to give advice to people on different topics, things that's affecting them, and that's what we're going to be doing today, right? So, Anselm, how are you doing, my brother?
I couldn't be better with the weather and everything, man.
You
gotta hang in there, you know. And if I complain, I know you might just say, yeah, boy, I understand, but in your mind is telling me, what the hell he telling me your problems?
I probably ain't even going to listen. I have enough problems.
Exactly. So, you know, but I'm good. Life is good. I'm supposed to be alive. Yeah.
Nice. So we have a few people already sending love. People that's, you know, loving the whole vibe. Guys, if you're watching and you're hearing everything is fine on your end, give us a thumbs up. Because we're going to go right in, guys. We're going to go right in because this topic, we have to talk about it. This is a very important, a very sensitive topic that was sent in to us. And we're probably going to spend the majority of the program talking about it. So we want to make sure you guys hearing us clearly. So if you're hearing us clearly, everything sounds good on your end, just give us a quick thumbs up. All right, Esther Savary. Esther, big up yourself. Right. Nice. Everybody share. Lacey J, you share. Sonia McKee John, how you doing? Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you so much. Let me go ahead and share it over on my page as well. Everything sounding good. Margaret. All right, everything sounding good. Great, great, great. Yes, Anselm. So, Anselm, we're going straight in, you know. We're going straight in. Straight in.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Hear this one, Anselm. Hear this one. Hear this one. Hear this one. Dear Riders, my boyfriend of 8 years refuses to leave his wife. He has been promising me that he would. Guess for that period of time. He been lying to me all this time. First, he told me that they don't sleep together in the same bed. However, I just found out that he has a newborn son. How did that happen? He take care of me and help me with everything that I need, but I can't deal with this constant lies anymore. I just want to be happy. Please help. Need your advice.
Um, you want me chiming in here now?
Well, that's where you come in, Anselm.
All right. Well, first and foremost,
Uh-huh.
we got to look at a few things here. One, she's in a relationship with a married man. Two, when she got into the relationship with the married man, did she know he was married?
Right.
Three, when she found out, if she didn't know,
Uh-huh.
when she found out, that was the time to make your exit. Because before we move on to any other numbers,
Right.
this is a story that we didn't hear before. We've heard this before. Girl, I'm going to leave my wife for you. Girl, you know I love you. I don't really love she. At
Right.
the end of the day, men, and I know a lot of brothers might get upset with me for this, but men would lie, cry, ask for blind, mama guy, to get piece of the pie. To get piece of the pie. Right? And if the pie good, they will continue with that lie because if they find you in any way gullible,
Right.
that you buy into this lie.
Uh-huh.
Imagine you have a boyfriend of 8 years. You never get to see where he living. You never go home by him. You never spend a night by him. You know, at some point, bells must go off in your head and say something about this ain't right.
Uh-huh.
You know, whenever he buy you his phone off, or look at telltale signs. This is if the situation were where you didn't know he was married. So if at
Right.
first you did not know he was married,
Uh-huh.
okay, you fell in love with a guy. You know, he's a nice guy. Took you out for dinner. You all had a good time. You all went on a little weekend in Tobago. Or you went on a weekend up St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Or they had a good time. Or they knocked about. Or they went to the club. Or they party. Or they do all kind of stuff. And this man is just so amazing. Right? You fell in love. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the mix, you must say, so when am I going to meet you? Do you have kids? Am I going to meet your kids? Am I going to meet your mom? Your parents alive? A relationship takes a certain path. You don't meet somebody tonight and say, I want to meet your mother tomorrow. But at the end of the day, you've been spending time with this person.
Yeah, but Anselm, she said it seemed to me, based on what she said here, that she knew he was married. It wasn't a secret, but apparently
From
she got well, maybe she got caught with the okey doke, and she believed that over time that the man was going to leave his wife.
But that's
She
what I'm
she
saying.
she probably honestly believed that.
How many times we've heard that same story? If you're going to leave your wife, I'll be here. Check me when you leave your wife. Check me after.
Yeah.
Because as a woman, you're supposed to know that I am not going to play second fiddle to any married man. Now, if it's a girl he's seen and he's seen you too, and he kind of undecided, and you say, you know what, maybe he might choose this way.
Right.
So you stick around. That's one thing. But this is a man who's married. Went down the aisles, put a ring on somebody's finger, and promised till I get old and grey and walking with that stick, we go love one another. You come in the mix now, and you hoping. They say those who live in hope die in despair. You hoping that this man going to one day just leave his married wife to
Uh-huh.
move in with you and probably put a ring on your finger. The mere fact that he's married and spending time with you and giving you that promise, who's to say if one day he come and marry you, he ever
Mhm.
promised some other little young chick the
Yeah.
same thing?
Well, she got caught up in love, Anselm. Look
Love.
at Doreen. Look at Doreen Mark said married men is the best.
Oh
Now
Jesus.
listen, Anselm, and I'm not just playing devil's advocate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some women don't necessarily want to be in a serious relationship. We don't want to be in a marriage type relationship. There are
That is
women,
true.
and people
Mm-hmm.
go say, "Yo, I ain't doing that," but there are women that just comfortable, not being in the house washing your dirty drawers, not
They don't want to
washing the
watch
dishes.
God. Yeah, they don't want to rub your back when it's so God, you're my back itching.
Yes,
Go back to wife and do that. All they
yes,
want is passing, drop some money, we roll around in the air a little bit, and you go your way. I have no stress.
right,
So what they want is to enjoy certain benefits of having a man, but not the responsibility that comes with a marriage.
right. But
You
some
know,
women want that. That's some women are very comfortable with that.
I remember Shadow song. Shadow say I rather to be the owner man because as the owner man, me have to worry about nothing other than twice a week you pass and you give me a little piece of the pie,
Yeah,
and when I have money, I get a little change, and that is it. Because I want to be giving you money for sex because that will make you into a prostitute.
right.
So money is really just something you do a little change now, buy something nice for yourself, that kind of
Mhm.
thing. And he rather to be the owner man because he don't have the responsibilities of paying the phone bill or paying the light bill or the cable or buying new shoes for the children to go to school. So it to me, it's a kind of a couple, both
Right.
male and female, where you want to enjoy the benefits. It come like everybody's striking, because they want improvement on the job, better job facilities, and that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't really strike anything, it's against my spiritual belief or it's against my this. But as soon as the negotiations done with the union,
Hmm.
you first in line to find out how much we gain, how much more money we get. When we gain back pay, you want to enjoy the perks, but you don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
put it back.
yeah. I want to put in.
That's
Yeah,
what they're trying to do. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The truth and the fact is that a lot of there are, and women told me this. Women told me this. They said a good man is hard to find. They're looking for a good, honest man, and sometimes that man, half of the time when you meet a good man, or when you're searching for a good man, a lot of them in jail, or a couple of them don't really like women, or a few of them again, they married. So the lot of men is very, very few.
The
The
ratio.
ratio. So there are a
Well,
lot of women that are miserable and they want to be in a relationship. And she got caught with the okie doke. She got caught in some kind of relationship. She fell in love. She knew the man was married and she was expecting, I'm just saying, she was expecting that things would have changed based on what he told her. She loved what she getting.
yes, George, here's one. People have to stop falling in love and start to fall in sense.
Uh-huh.
Fall in sense. God didn't give you a head to wake up. Give you a head with a brain in it to think. To make sense. A good man is hard to find. Yes, a woman tell me that, and a woman tell me too. A hard man is good to find too. Yeah, I'm just, I'm just. Let me stick to the topic. Let me,
Yeah, yeah,
but I think what happens with a lot of people,
yeah. Hmm.
we go looking for love, and we end up looking for love in all the wrong places.
Hmm.
What is for you in life? We say things, but we don't really live it. What is for you is for you. Whatever meets you and pass you. Yes, you might not have a man in your life now, and you want a man, but don't go out there to get a man because you're not getting a male because he was born with a penis. You get a male, but you
Right.
didn't get a man.
Yeah.
So you can't just go out there on the hunt of what I want a man. You'll get a male because
Hmm.
it have males all over. It have male eating out a dustbin. It have male who's crackhead. It have male who's white beater. It have
Yeah.
all kind of males. But if you're looking for a man, wait
Hmm.
and do some praying too. Is a serious thing. When you try and go down and write common entrance, I still say common entrance, but they don't call it that in the Caribbean. I think they call it C now.
Yeah.
When you try going to write exam, you just fast. You just pray, boy, Junior.
Uh-huh.
You pray, Lord Jesus, open a way for my child. And all. You're praying. You're
Yeah.
going by the pulpit, you're going by the priest, you're going by every. Come on, you go by Obi man and all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But we keeping it real. We keeping it real. You pray for your child to pass an exam because that is important for your child and
Mm.
important to you. If love and romance in your life is important, pray about it too.
Mm.
Pray about it. God answers prayer because somebody people will be, I believe in God. But if you believe in God, believe in prayer. Pray about it. Don't just go and take any man who say, God, you're a little nice and then she, oh God, she nice, say he like me. You're an
Yeah.
idiot. You're an idiot. Stop falling
Michelle
in love and falling smart.
Michelle said, I lost my husband 19 years ago, and I know a good man is hard to find. She lost her husband. You know what would be interesting to find out is how Michelle lost her husband. I wonder
Probably,
how.
probably that. Probably that. It sounds like she sound bereaved. It sounds,
Okay.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, if
She
that is the
probably
case.
that.
So back to the topic now. Now this woman again, Anselm.
Mm-hmm.
There are women out there, a lot of women out there that want to be in a relationship. They want to be married. They want to have all that stuff. They want to watch. They want to be in the house. But there
Mm-hmm.
are a huge ratio of women who don't want that. They don't want
Yeah.
that. They don't want to have that responsibility. And you hear part of her post, right? She said that the man give her stuff. So I'm thinking that the man give her money, the man take care of her and stuff like that.
Sugar daddy.
So
Yeah,
if
but
if
sugar
if
daddy.
she getting the loving when she want it, right? She getting the loving when she want it.
Mm-hmm.
She getting the little money thing when she want it. She getting the man
Mm-hmm.
attention when she want it. When she don't need it, he gone. So she don't have that problem. What
Right.
else is better than that for some? What that is good.
Well, I think that's the coward way out.
Uh huh.
I'll tell you why I say that. It's coward because she did not wake up one morning when she was 16 years old or when she was 8 years old playing with dolls and Dolly House. And I don't know if children still do them things, but playing with
Mm-hmm.
Dolly House and all of that. Fantasizing about, when I want a prince to come and take. It's almost every girl's dream to
Right.
one day be married and have a family and a husband and all of that. Something could have happened for people like that a lot of times, and I'm not saying all, but a lot of times something happened along the way, which part they see how an uncle is treat his wife, or how
Yeah.
the father is treat the mother. They say, me married, me I want to part of that. I see what is going. I see my good friend married and she only getting home and I see she husband. So they start to make all these influences
Right.
start to start to form a negative opinion about marriage,
Right.
about being married and about having a family and having children. So they say, you know what? I don't want no part of that. You're a human being and there's always the urge to be touched, to be held, to be kissed, to be made love to. All that has happened. So you say, you know what? All I want man for is a little sex every now and again,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want a husband because I see what is happening. Oh, you coming home and saying he love him, he love, and then you have a girl right next door, he screwing the neighbor when I am home.
Right.
I ain't need all that pressure.
Right.
So what they do, they take out of the relationship what they want and leave what they don't want, which is the
Right.
responsibility.
Yeah.
But that all came on most times because of situations that influence their thinking. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So they
Mm-hmm.
reach a point here now of womanhood and they say, me. And then maybe at the age of 18, 19, some man probably get them a horn and they
Yeah.
say, me, I ain't going through that again. Not a next man going to break my heart.
Right.
Hey. And they go through that whole process and they never give love a chance again.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But
so
to this woman point and to her question again, guys, if you're just joining us, this is Dear Ryder, Anselm Douglas, and we're talking about this particular topic. Let me read it again, guys, if you're just joining, because I want you guys to chime in, and the number is on the screen. This lady, she is seeking advice because her boyfriend of 8 years, he refused to leave his wife. Apparently, I don't know. She probably was told. He probably told her at some point in time that, baby, listen, after just let them just get after this year or so, I go leave she. Me and she just sleeping together. I sleep on the couch. She sleep on the bed, and we just roommates, and nothing can happen in there. I just have to be here, and she feel now that he's lying to her. He been lying to her all this time First, he told her they don't sleep together. Now she found out that the man have a newborn baby. So obviously, unless it's immaculate conception, something happened there. Like she going to the sperm bank, probably sperm bank. I don't know.
I,
But the,
I can put a twist on that, you know. Let me
uh,
just jump in and put a twist on that.
uh,
Now, it could very well be that he's not sleeping with her and she's sleeping with somebody else. It put a whole new
ah,
twist on the thing because she could be sleeping with somebody else and end up pregnant.
yes.
And But he can't say he have a child if he wasn't there. If you wasn't there, your name wouldn't call,
But listen,
right?
so the man could be the man in all truth. The man could be very genuine in this case here. The man could be actually very very genuine. He probably
But then,
that is the
then
case.
he would know to tell her that is not my child. Because anytime you're buying into the idea of it could be a child, which means you were there, which means you were lying to her about saying that you're not sleeping with her. Now the child could turn out to not be his,
Right.
but the fact that you did not deny the child
Well, we don't
means
know that. Well, we don't know that, Ansem. We don't know that he's denying the child. She didn't say,
right.
but she didn't say that he's denying the child. She just found out that he has a child, which I like your spin. It could be somebody else's child. I don't know, right?
Right.
I want to hear a woman perspective on this. I want a woman to call in. Let's open up the phone line right now. 718-701-572. I want a woman to call in and give us a perspective on this. She's with a married man and she basically getting the loving, she getting little money, she getting little loving whenever she wants it. The man promised that he would leave the wife. The man didn't leave the wife. It's been 8 years and she want to know because she want to be happy. She want to be happy. She want to be the wife. She want to replace the wife, right? Because apparently the man tell her that is what is going to happen. I want the women to call in and tell us what's your view on this. 718-701-5720. This is dear Riders, and we answering your question and taking your comments. We have a comment here from Rose. He says, if she was praying, woman, God would have taken her out of this predicament long, because God don't like ugly. Move on, woman. You're a child of God. Don't make the devil deceive you like that.
Hmm.
We got to call it. Let's take this call right here. Caller, hold on 1 second. Let me plug you into the system and get your point of view on this. Caller, go right ahead.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening to you. Go right ahead.
I think it's unfortunate that sometimes, women get themselves into situation that it's a little bit difficult to get out of.
Right.
But as a woman, if you realize the man is lying to you and there is no future there for you, I think you should walk away.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a
Let me
question.
just tell you,
Caller, is it so easy to walk away? It's been a while. The woman fall in love. She can't just get up and go. So she invested time, and there's emotion. There are emotions involved.
Okay, let me just share a little experience I had with you as a woman. I came from and sometimes things happen, like I said, because you end up with a situation. Young came out of Trinidad, come out of prison from Trinidad, send me back because you overstay in the country. Got back home into my mother's house after leaving, turning your own key, living in your house. And my mother decided I have to ask her to go here. 24 years going on 25. And I have to ask her to go here and ask her to go there.
Right.
And I was like, what the hell? I can't deal with this because I'm living 5 years by myself. Anyhow, this guy come on the scene and the guy had liked me. We fell in love and we started rolling. The man had a wife. I'm not proud about it.
Mm-hmm.
My rent was paid. He sent me to school and my food was on the table.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized the wife get to know about our relationship. And she started, tracking me and following him. And when I tell you, everything about him was good.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, good to the max.
Good.
But then I sat down and I said to myself, you know what? I mean, as a woman, would you like this for yourself?
Right.
He's sleeping. Sometimes he say like, oh God, girl, I have to take out the louvers to go inside last night. Your man locked the door and I can't get inside,
Uh-huh.
And then I said, listen, as much as I like this man, I personally as a woman, I don't like this for myself. And then I said to him, you know what? You go back home to your wife. He the man promised to kill me. The man bring me in Cali down on the beach and tell me he gonna leave me there on the beach.
What the hell?
That's a real good one.
Leave
That's a
him.
real good one.
We were in the sea. You
What?
understand? Of course I know.
Nah.
So I said to him when we were out, we swim out, and I said to him, I lie. I had to cover up, make him believe that I'm not gonna leave him. But when we get out of the water, I said, listen, go back to your wife.
Boy,
I said, go back to your wife because what I don't like for myself, I wouldn't like it for others. He was hurt, but I was hurt because I didn't want to, there was a lot I had to lose.
Right.
But I just felt within myself it was not the right and the best thing to do because you're hurting the woman. She has a family, she has kids. I didn't like it, and I let it go.
Right.
So caller, what information?
Hold on. Answer. She can't hear. She's on WhatsApp. But ask the question. I will translate it to her.
Yeah, we want to know what would be your advice to the caller.
Right. Okay. So Anselm want to know. What would be your advice to the person. Caller.
There is no profit there for you. You're not happy. Leave it alone. Walk away.
Okay. All right. Thank you, caller. We appreciate your input
You're
on
welcome.
There. All right. Anselm.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of women, even a lot of women watching the show right now that could relate to what this woman talking about. They could relate. It's not far-fetched.
Yeah, it is not a uncommon problem. It's something that, especially within the Caribbean, we have a lot of infidelity, a lot of cheating, a lot of three-way triangle relationships that go on a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say the Caribbean, I don't only mean in the Caribbean, the islands. I'm talking within our community, even abroad.
Right.
We're talking London, New York, Toronto, all where Caribbean people settle. We have that going on.
Yeah.
Infidelity is not unheard of within our community. But at some point, there's a song, I can't remember who is singing. He said, a man can't get no further than a woman let him.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old soul song from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a man, let me try and explain it this way. You home in Grenada, you don't see it in North America, but you're home in Grenada, you're home in Trinidad, St. Vincent, whoever, all the listeners.
Right.
It is not uncommon to see when a female dog calling in the village, all the male dog outside is noise barking because everybody wants a piece. The male dog is always ready.
Yeah.
Female dog that's call. You see the dog, she calling in.
Right.
And all male dogs that she is off some village, all the male dogs are crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you're getting a call, Anselm. But let's take this call on our line. Caller, where are you calling us from?
Good night, Virginia. I'm calling from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, New York. Go right ahead.
Okay. Junior, first off, as the woman rightfully said,
yeah,
she didn't know beforehand. She got to find out during the relationship, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is, you didn't find out. You didn't know in the beginning, but the main thing is that you found out.
Right.
Right? And sometimes I think we behave a bit selfish, and we do not put ourselves in the shoes of the wife.
Right.
You understand?
Okay.
She wants to be the wife, right?
Yeah.
What she thinks will happen when she becomes the wife.
Well, yeah. She do want to be the wife, but in a lot of situations, some women don't necessarily want to be the wife. But she obviously feel like she want to be the wife because she said it.
Right.
Yeah.
So sometimes, as I say, I do not, for my own personal being, I would not like to be the wife and have a keeper. But if you have some men that able to handle the situation properly,
right,
and the keeper be able to know where she stands, I do not see a problem. You understand?
Right.
The problem would be when you decide to make it a problem. You understand?
Right.
Because it has some men that, although they're married, you understand? Yes, we know we have man shortage, we know everything as it is.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you have to realize too, you may not be able to give the man everything he needs.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes women fail to realize it, but sometimes you need a little help.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me?
What is help? When you say help, what do you mean?
Okay, in terms of, I would say, sometimes sexually, I would say, a lot of people is like, as I say to people, not everybody always wants to be in that situation. Some people is like, I don't mind once you don't disrespect me,
Mm-hmm.
and whoever it is know their place.
Right.
You understand? I think the most of the problems arise is because some of them forgot where their place is. If you know where your place is, then you there shouldn't be a problem. You get in what you're happy or whatever it is, but as I say, she gets complacent. She wants more.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
That is where the problem lies, because she wants more. But then you found out the truth, and you are the one that decide to stay.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you decide to stay, you know what you were getting into.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And
Right.
as I say to people, you fail to realize whatever it is. There's one thing my aunt said to me, and I took it to heart. Whatever a man could do for you, he could do for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So don't think that because you become wife, you would get the same treatment.
Right.
You understand? And the thing about it is, when you reach in that situation, it's a cycle. You may be treated worse than the wife was treated. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so sometimes people need to, yes, we understand the whole upside down with relationship, but sometimes you have to look at it in terms of what it is the person has to lose and
Right.
what it is you have to lose, as well as we have to keep in consideration the wife, and especially when children is involved.
Yeah.
You understand?
Point taken.
Because you break up one, so to form a next one. Don't think the one that you form would be better off. Sometimes it's better that he was where he was
Right.
than you break it up, because sometimes you don't even last.
Yeah.
You understand? Because you now start to get the same pressure, and then all of a sudden it's a problem, but you did not see it as a problem when you were in the situation.
Right. Point taken, there, caller.
You know?
Thank you so much. Anselm?
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a few things to point on that.
Uh,
She was talking about what she was talking about is basically what we spoke about last week,
yeah.
kind of way, right? Now, in a situation like that, all parties must be aware of what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not like if, okay, number one is wife. I'm just using numbers for reference. Number two is the outside woman, right? Number two is saying, you know what, I cool with you having your wife, I real cool. She never called in your house, she never disrespecting you, or they have the arrangement, and she's sticking to the arrangement. Now, number one is living a good life, but she's only living a good life because she's living a good life because she's convinced that her husband is hers.
Right.
And he's showing no signs of having a relationship outside. Now you might say that he don't disrespect the home, but he's disrespecting the relationship. He's disrespecting the vows. You understand? Because you made an vow, and I'm being um idealistic here now. You made vows, and that's where it's supposed to be. So you going out on the outside, that is already a disrespect, not necessarily to the person, but a disrespect to the arrangement you and the person has.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going with a triangle situation, all parties must be aware. All parties must be aware of this is what's happening.
Right. I doubt the wife is aware of the situation here. I doubt the wife knows what the hell is happening. Here is
So there's a
yeah,
hide and seek.
it's a hide
You
and
know?
seek thing. The woman, this is what the woman, the girlfriend on the side, she want to become the main chick. She want to be there. But here what I want her to, if she's watching, here's what I want you to think about. After you become the main chick, right? And if he have that in him, in his DNA to do, you already could tell yourself that that's probably not a good man.
Yeah. Could be a
Because
serial. Be a serial.
yes, because if he would do that after 8 years and he haven't made a commitment, he's like telling you this. Obviously, he's sleeping with you, and he's had a child, so he's most likely sleeping with his wife, unless the child is not his. So you know what's going on there. The man cannot really settle. So what makes you think that when you get into the relationship with the man, that you will be all right.
You will team it. You will the team it.
You have the ultimate thing in the you gonna knock it out of him. You're gonna
Guys,
make sure he never cheat again because you're so sweet.
You know what they call that, Junior?
Oh.
You know what they call that? They call it a cocaine vagina. Once you get the hook, once you get the hook, it don't work. It don't work that way. Let me tell you something. Love is more of a situation in your brain than it is of your heart. You see that fuzzy feeling you just get after a while. Trust me, ask anybody who's been married for 10, 15 years. That fuzzy feeling is go away after a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that is the novelty of it. Oh, in a relationship, I love you. Hear a love song, you feel to cry. And that is nice. It feels nice. Love is a decision that's made in the brain. You have to decide as a man, hey, this is where I am. This is what I want to be doing. I have forsaken all others for you. Unless you get to that point in your thinking, if you could walk down 15 aisles and say 15 to 15 people I do, if in your brain you haven't given up that life and say, this is where I want to be, it's not over. It's not over. And same thing for a woman. It's a woman who loves to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
They love to cheat.
That's a whole ride along for a whole next week. But go ahead to your point.
But it's all in the brain. It's all in the brain. You have to make a decision. This is where I want to be. No. If for whatever reason, let's say your wife is not well, and as a result of that, you have needs, and your wife tell your boy, I'll try with you, but find somebody and go out and do your thing. And let's make sure you keep yourself safe and all of that.
Yeah.
And you meet this person, you say, look, I'm a married man. My wife is not 100%. We'll do our little thing, but she can't keep up.
Mm-hmm.
And she gave me permission to have somebody, but I just want one person. I want you to be that person. Now, it's in a situation like that where all parties agree on something, I could do that. But when you come in, and this is to the person who asked the question, and when you come into a relationship knowing that he was married, you start wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You start wrong because you're going into territory that don't concern you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's illegal and wrong to walk in somebody's house that don't concern you. You could get locked up for that. You're walking into somebody's relationship. It might be a physical thing that you could hold or squeeze or touch. But this person, male or female, they are involved in a situation that you trying to infiltrate for your own selfish benefits because you love and yeah. So you infiltrate somebody's situation, and then it comes like you have a house guest, and all of a sudden he wants to sleep in the master room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He wants to sleep in the master room and tell you, boy, I'm your guest. I'm supposed to go to sleep here. It's 2 weeks now. I buy you want to open your fridge, cook, do everything like if you live in there.
Yeah.
No, as caller before said, know your place.
Know your place. All right. Let me play this video back for you. Right.
Serious.
This video was circulating in the blog. It's from Trinidad. Let me set it up. Let me set it up. As far as I understand with this video, it's funny as hell, by the way. The man in the video, right? He is married. So he has a wife.
Right.
So he come over to his girlfriend's house and he realized that she have a man in she bed. The man happened to be a serviceman in Trinidad and Tobago. Your people answer. Your people. Your people.
I think you guys it wrong.
Okay.
Let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
The house that he went to is his married house.
Okay.
But he left his marital home and started living with somebody else. So the wife now got somebody else.
Okay.
But he still feel that he could come home there.
Right.
And operate like if you can't have your cake and eat it.
Okay, let's take a look at the video. So, Ansem, you did a better job of introducing it. Here is the video. Check it out.
Stay ready. Leave. Stay there. Azariah, leave him. Azariah. Azariah. You cannot be Azariah. Don't. Leave him. Get out. Out.
So what are we doing here?
Azariah.
Are we leave?
Azaria.
What are you doing here?
Azaria.
What are you fucking doing here?
Azaria.
All right. So it goes on. Azaria. Anselm,
Uh-huh.
what's your take on this situation here? He left. He's not there. An next man come in. The woman have needs.
Well, at the end of the day, you abandon your marital home. You know.
Uh-huh.
Based on the information that came to me,
Uh-huh.
something like a love reporter.
Yeah.
Based on the information that I acquired, he apparently left his marital home for somebody else. And if you listen lower down in the video, the woman is saying, "Your mother bring a woman for you, and you leave the home, and you go and live with the woman."
Mm-hmm.
So he apparently living with this person, having a life all his own, but expect that his wife is going to stay and just wait
Mm-hmm.
and just wait. So she now clearly went and picked up a man.
Mm-hmm.
And it must have been a relationship going on for some time. The mere fact that he's in her bed and relaxing, and the children know him too.
Yeah.
The children know him. So this is not something that just started this morning and he walked in on him. The children know this person. So the thing about it is, if you keep your tail in your marital home, you wouldn't have to walk in and see a man lie down bareback on your bed that you probably bought too.
But you want the cake and eating it too. You want to have a cake and eat it too. And I know some guys will get fed up, go get kind of bad vibe with us, but a lot of men are like that. We like to have a cake and eat it too. That is one treat of a man. We like to have a cake and eat it too. So obviously this man want to do the same. He want to have a cake, go out, have a woman outside there, but nobody should intercept. His wife shouldn't have nobody in her bed.
Yeah. Because in the back of our minds, we feel that we can't get horn. We horn proof.
Yeah.
You understand? We horn proof. We can't get horn because you cheating all over the place and convincing yourself that my wife can't horn me, my wife wouldn't horn me. See the same thing you're doing, she could do it too.
True.
Now she wasn't warning, she probably just move on with her life and get somebody in her life. You know, she probably just move on with her life, and he pull up in full camo.
Yeah.
And flashing not only physical strength but military strength too, because you're in the people uniform.
Mm-hmm. Which is bad. Bad.
You know, and beating up the man on your bed. You know.
Well, the worst thing about it is the kids right there, man. I didn't like that at all. The kids right there. You know what I mean?
It's all about selfishness. You know, you don't really think about kids. It's all about selfishness. It's about satisfying you and your ego. That you come home and you realize, wait a minute, my wife actually have a man. Because in your mind, you didn't think she would ever be able to move on from you. Because you're so egotistical and caught up in your own little bubble, you feel like she can have a man. Yes, she can have a man.
Yeah.
Just how you can have a woman, she can have a man.
True.
You know?
But men, listen, the truth and the fact is men are egotistical and men can't take horn, and that's a fact. Women can handle it, you know. Women can handle it much better. But man does envision all this thing, a man touching your woman and touching she like how you just touch she, and that does play with man brains. Or better. You know what I mean? That's play with man brains. So back to the topic and the conversation at hand, Anselm. This young lady who is going through this situation right now, she think that this man is lying to her. Has been lying to her for the past 8 years or so. She wants to be happy. She wants more than what he's given her. Let's talk to her. She's watching right now. Let's give her a clear, concise opinion on what she possibly should do to better her situation.
Ma'am, the reality is this. Just as the caller earlier said, if you are clearly you're not happy in your situation, and that is expected because you're in a bad situation. You're in a situation where your heart is involved with a man who clearly been enjoying the best of both worlds, having his wife at home, and you as the outside woman, and stringing you along for 8 months. This is 8 years.
Yeah.
This is 8 years. And now you realize that there's a 99.9% chance that he has a new baby with the same wife he was planning to leave. At some point, grow a brain. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you who listening, but at some point, grow a brain and let your brain rule your life or rule your body as opposed to your heart. The heart is not too smart. Put the heart aside. Deal with this. God
Yeah.
give you a brain to think and to make decisions. And as I always say, Junior, the only thing that separates us from the animals, the two things that separate us from the animals. One, our belief in a higher form or religious beliefs, right? And two, our ability to make decisions based on reasoning. Animals
Right.
make decisions based on instinct.
Yeah.
Human beings make decisions based on reasoning. And if you have lost the ability to reason, then you're kind of regressing into a kind of animal, a pre-human state, a kind of troglodyte situation you're going back into.
Right.
So you have to use your brain and say, you know what, heart, cool yourself. This is big people thinking, you know. Use your brain and say, put it on a scale and say, you know what, I've been with this man for 8 years. Most of the 8 years, if not all, I knew he was married. So I knew I was playing second fiddle to this human being. Clearly, he has no intention of leaving his wife. The only solution is wash your hands and walk away. Scars will heal. Scars will heal. How many bad situations you've been in your life, Junior, at the time you want to pull out your hair, and then 10, 15 years down the road, you could look back at that same situation when you're alive and tell them, fellas, boy, I remember that time, and you could laugh. But at the time while you're going through it, it's like there's no end to this. This too shall pass. Because you see the same lady who was on just now, who told us about the man when she told him she wanted to say you carry she by the beach and kill she and all kind of, that was a dread time for her. But now she could come and share her testimony with us because it passed. She got over it.
Yeah. Mine was you know, I was really in love with this girl badly, and then she turned gay.
You tell the woman gay.
No. I said, don't say it like that. You can't say it like that. I said, no. Why you had it? No. You said it wrong. You set it up wrong. No. I didn't say I turned her gay. No.
Listen to me.
No,
You probably
that's
break her
what
heart
happened.
so bad. You break her heart so bad. She said, done with man. That's a word.
No.
Go ahead.
That's what happened. That's what happened. She turned gay. That was it.
She just wake up one morning. You're a tall man, you're about 6'3", about my height, you're a good looking fella, educated, ambitious, focused.
But that was high school. That was coming up in high school a little bit after before college. I mean, I wasn't.
Yeah, but you don't wake up one morning and be ambitious. It was probably ambitious fella from all along.
Right.
You know, and then there's a young and you're crying, you're tall, you're good looking, and she just decides she gonna think you hurt the woman and turn her gay.
No. I didn't hurt the woman, Anselm. The truth and the fact about it, that was my bad situation. That what I'm saying. I had a lot of bad situation. Even my sister is on there. I shared a story with her. I cried about it, but now I can look back and say, it happened. It happened to the best of us.
Yeah.
You know, I could point in my life, I could say, it happened. But it's not about me. It's about this woman's story. This is my piece of advice for the woman. Lady, I cannot tell you to leave the man. I cannot, and I will not tell you to leave the man. That is your decision to make. No, you already know what your decision is. She already know what the answer is. You know? I think she already knows. She knows. She didn't have to write to us that. She just wants us to confirm the obvious.
Endorse it. Yeah, exactly.
You want us to endorse your opinion. I mean, it's not hard. I mean, you're going down the street and you see a rock, right? And if you go over that rock, you're going to fall into the sea. You go write to us and say, dear Ryders, should I go over that rock and fall into the sea? Yeah, like, I mean, if you want to die, do it. But if you want to live, this is not even a decision somebody have to make for you. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, she knows.
Yes, she wants Anselm Douglas and Junior George to say to her what she already know.
Yeah, and she knows that she's in an 8-year relationship that has gone nowhere. In fact, if you look back, and I always say the past is a good place to visit, not a good place to live, You go on a little vacation in the past, you look back and you say to yourself, um, 8 years ago, am I in a better position now with this human being?
Mm-hmm.
And compare, put on the scale, weigh it out, put it on that scale, that life scale, and weigh it out and see, am I in a better position with this human being now? This man who I say I love, who say he loved me, and for 8 years been telling me, I'll leave my wife for you, I'll leave my wife here. I already love she. Me and she don't really get on. I just sleep in a different room to she.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, you have to wake up and say, this man been BSing me. He been
Mm-hmm.
carrying me for a ride because he's enjoying the best of both worlds. I'm not saying he may not have feelings for you, but he is enjoying the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Twice a week, plus he gets some different sex.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he give you a little change to make you feel like, go and do your nails now, you'll go and fix up your hair and thing, and he might get a little something, and with that, he keep promising and promising and promising. At some point, you have to start to promise to yourself to be smarter
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Point.
handle your situation.
Point well taken. She have to decide that for herself. And someone said it earlier. Someone said they don't tell. She said one thing I don't do is tell a woman to leave her man or tell a man to leave his woman. The most
Mm-hmm.
others do is listen. True. We can
Yeah.
even in situations. I hear stories where people are in abusive type relationship. Man beating up the woman every 2 days. She have a black eye, but
Mm-hmm.
I cannot say, you know what? Tomorrow, pick up your bags and leave. That is your decision to make at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
That is your
Mm-hmm.
decision at the end of the day. Nobody
Well,
could tell you what.
I don't know if you know this, Junior, but domestic violence and spousal abuse is my platform as an entertainer, as an artist, right?
Yes, I know. Yeah.
And I think it's the one thing I will tell a woman to leave.
Yeah, but answer,
Because
you can't.
mm,
That is dangerous, you know. That is
no, I'll tell
dangerous.
you why. I'll tell you why. It's
Uh-huh.
more dangerous to stay. Because how many times you see the one slap turn into a slap and a kick, then a slap, a kick and a butt until
Mm.
it reached the break hand and it reaches somebody dead.
Yes, but listen. Women leaving an abusive relationship is a strategic thing, you know. It's not something
I
that
don't,
you can
I,
just
no,
pick up
I
and,
agree.
and go.
I agree. Plan your business, but get the hell out of Dodge. Because once he starts hitting,
Right.
it don't stop.
Right. Well,
It don't stop.
my advice when I talk about it, I say when you see the man start to tell you, don't wear this dress, don't wear this
Mhm.
thing, don't go do this, don't do that, that's where the abuse starts, you know. You have to nip
Yeah,
it in the butt. You have to nip
yeah,
it when the man tell you, why wear that shoe? Don't wear that shoes. Then you
yeah.
go, then you go find yourself being isolated from the people closest to you, your family.
But
Oh, your mother don't like you.
I don't know if in all cases that could um, equate to abuse. Because if I go around with a woman and I say, girl, not sure looking good with that dress, I looking out for you. I just, because if I'm going out and I put on a tie that don't match my shirt, you supposed to tell me, hey boy, don't wear that. That tie ain't
No, but it gets to the point where the it starts where the man start to
hmm
dictate to the woman,
not suggest. Yeah,
or not suggest like, hey, babe, but more like dictate. Do
right.
with that. Abuse start. That is the starting red flags of
hmm
what I think is abuse. Then you go to the next phase. When you get in thump and kick and cough, that's
That, that,
advanced stage, you know.
that's
That don't
almost
go
the
and collect.
end game.
Yeah,
At the
yeah,
end
that the end game. So to
game.
get out of a relationship, I don't encourage women to just pick up and get out. I say, listen, it's a strategy of getting out of a abusive relationship. You
Well,
can't just
I
pick up
should
and
phrase it
go.
wrong. I should phrase it wrong. I would encourage them to strategize your exit
Yes, strategize
because
your exit.
because have an exit point because as it is here now, this is a downward spiral.
Yeah.
It starts from verbally abusing you in public. Like you might just say, "Yo, get me so and so car." And you go and sit down in the car and you driving and say, "So you just get me vexed in public? Why you just do them thing?"
Hmm.
And then you start to blame yourself and say, "Oh God, baby, no, sorry, I didn't mean." You always saying you're sorry. You always saying you're sorry. We always
Hmm.
do this, and he start to carry on with you now. And after the verbal abuse, it reached to which part? You know, he get your top,
Mm-hmm.
and then you eat your two cake.
Mm.
Or then he goes, or something as simple as, let me show you something as simple as, or they go out together, he jump in the car and leave you there going home.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Yeah. That's
You
bad.
understand? You all
Yeah.
went out together as a couple and he gets so vexed. He leave you where you are and jump in the car and go home. For you to fend for yourself, that is psychological abuse.
Yeah, and the financial abuse, some women like it. They get into it where the man say, you know what, baby, you don't have to walk, you don't have to do nothing. Just stay home. I go take care of everything. I got you. I got everything. You just
Yeah,
stay home, baby. And then the woman leave her job. She drop out of school if she was going to school, and she just home.
Hmm.
And then she become financially dependent on that man to take care of
right.
everything. She want to buy a panty, the man had to buy it for her. She want to buy a shoe, the man had to buy it for her. And then
Yeah.
she reached a position where she have no independence at all. None. Everything that she had to do, she come totally dependent on the man. So the man telling her everything to do. And that is where you think it's nice in the beginning, but that is it end up very, very bad in the ending. Leave, run, don't walk, run. When you see that start to happen, it is not a good
Francine
thing.
said that. Francine said that. She said,
Yeah.
dog does run away, cat does run away. What happened to you? Woman, you could run away too.
Yeah.
Keep on running, run.
Run. Don't walk. Run. Absolutely. Absolutely. But okay, so let's wrap this up right now. Guys, we were telling you this particular woman, my advice to you, and some advice might be different. My advice to you is you know the answer already. You just want me to confirm what you already know. You just want us to confirm what you already know. And what you already know is you are in a relationship with a married man, and the relationship is probably not going to get better than that. That's where it's gonna that's it. That's where it's gonna be, right?
Max out. It's max out there.
99% that the man is still sleeping with his wife because he maybe most likely 80 to 90% that is his child. So you know the answer already. So you decide if is that what you want. Some women perfectly fine with being the side chick. You might be a side chick material. That's what you do. That's what you like. No problem. But don't think that you go take her position and then you go live happily ever after.
Yeah.
My point.
Doesn't work this
Answer?
way.
Final word is yours, sir.
I couldn't say it better than you did. I just want to endorse what you said. She's already aware of the decisions that she has to make. She just needs somebody to support her in it. And you know what? Do what you know is best. You have a brain on your head, you have a brain in your head. You have already made that mental decision. Develop the strength now to tell the man, listen, you stay with your wife and your newborn baby, and I'm just going to trip this way. But a lot of times, women have, or individuals think about what they're going to lose. You see that little money you just pass and drop for you every now and again?
Right.
You're worth more than that. You
Yeah.
are worth more than that. If that is what's keeping you, if you're thinking about how I'm going to pay my rent, make the right decision, man. Decision determines destiny. The right decisions
Yeah.
you make today will pay out tomorrow. So when you're leaving today, something will happen. You'll find a way, you'll find a job. Your rent will be paid, your cable will be paid, your phone bill will be paid. You're going to be all right. But you have to make that first step. To get something that you never had, you have to do something that you've never
But they
done.
never did. Yep, exactly. Point well taken. Mr. Anselm Douglas, thank you so much. So it's always a pleasure. Anselm, I know you have lots of music and new music coming out all the time. I want to let the people know where they could connect with you because you have a lot of admirers. I see people say, oh, I love this man. Oh, I love Anselm Douglas. They want to connect with you. They want to connect with your music. I want the people to support Anselm, where they could connect and get some of your great music, Anselm.
Here's what they could do. You could go to my webpage, which is anslimmusic.com. It's easy. My first name, music.com. And once you get onto that page, you will see all the different platforms from SoundCloud to Spotify to Bandcamp to Facebook, YouTube. Everything is right there. Just click on the icon. Click on the Spotify because we have a brand new track that was released about a month and a half ago called I Cried. It's off my brand new album, 11-track album. So you should check out I Cried. Go to anslimmusic.com. All right?
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Big up yourself, Anselm Douglas, and we thank you. Anselm, listen, this is an open thing, and I think we could do this every weekend. I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. Whenever you, this is your
As long as I'm not on stage, I could be on stage with you.
absolutely. We love it. We love it. Great advice, Anselm. Great advice. Great opinions, and we appreciate you so much, Anselm Douglas. We keep in touch, my brother.
Yes.
All right,
Thanks
cool.
all of you. Bye bye. See you next week.
Great. Thank you.
God,
All right. Yeah, man. Anselm Douglas is a positive brother. Yeah. Anselm Douglas is a positive brother. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And listen, we supporting the people who support us. The man contribute his time to come and chat. I'm gonna put some links to some of his music. I want you guys to go check it out. And we have the opportunity to chat with him every week. Once he's not on stage, it's gonna be here on Ridealong. So I want you guys to write in your questions to Dear Ryders. Dear Ryders at riderslive.com. That's Dear Ryders at riderslive.com. Next week, we're going to take another Dear Ryders comment and chat about it for the entire program. Don't be ashamed, guys. If you have something to say, if you have something that you want to get out, if you have something that you want an opinion on, whether you know the answer already or you don't know the answer, still write it into us. Or you can also inbox us, and we're happy to talk about your situation, whatever it is, right? And for the people I'll come back on this again, I'll bounce back on this again, guys. This is not the news, right? There's time for that. There's place for that. Today is what we talk about, Dear Ryders. So stop with the BS about all this crap, all right? We cover all sorts of topics, and this is not the news. Okay? All right, let's take in some word from our sponsors. Before we take in some word from our sponsors, let me tell you guys this. This coming Saturday, we're going to be in Brooklyn because we're going to be selling. We have the Grenada Independence T-shirt. You guys see it right here. And we have a pop-up shop in Brooklyn. So if you have not yet gotten your T-shirt, take a couple of them there for me. If you have not yet gotten your Independence T-shirt, your hoodies, your sweaters, what have you, we have it all here. We have it all here, see? It's all ready to go. We got a T-shirt, the hoodies, the whole, everything is right here. See? Get yours. All here. And we already had about 400-500 orders, guys. The orders came in fast and furious. And that's what everybody going to be wearing, not only for Independence, but way after Independence. So get yours. It's available now on the website, or it's also available on the link riderslive.com/Grenada48. But again, it's going to be available way after Grenada Independence. And we also going to be having some stuff for St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago. All the designs will be available right on the website. Thanks again for watching, guys. On behalf of all of our crew here on Team Ridealong, we have our senior producer, Lois JJ. We have our moderators, Deanne Fraser, Kibbs, and Gail. Don't forget, guys, this is a shirt right here. You could get it. It's available right now. And our virtual concert is this Sunday, the 6th at 4 p.m. Top acts, top cultural performers. It's going to be an amazing show. That's this Sunday at 4 p.m. You guys can't afford to miss it. All right? Peace out. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Do you feel sick? Are you unsure? Or need to travel, but can't afford the long, exhausting lines? Then you need to be tested for COVID-19. Here at All Pro Health Lab, you can schedule your appointment online. No wait, no lines, no hassle. And get your results back in 30 minutes or less. Call now to find out more. 516-828-1808. Our agents are always ready to help. Hear why everyone is talking about All Pro Lab. It's quick, efficient, and tests are guaranteed in 30 minutes or less with full certification. Check us out online at allprolab.com or call 516-828-1808. All Pro Health Lab. Call today.
Hello there. Let me introduce you to the Nutmeg Band. Playing in the background is the latest release, Take Me to a Party.
Take me to a party.
This music is now available on leading online stores. So please, pick up your copy today and tell all your friends about it. Get your copy now.
Take me to a party.
Well, it's on Ridealong, so it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess you call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell.
Ridealong Live